You got to fondle Vassy.
Well, I mean, it's like I got another one, so I got another one for Christmas.
So it's okay for you to fondle that one.
Well, he's dancing. He's got to be dancing. He can't be just guarding. He's got to be dancing too.
Yeah.
He's the dancing goalie Russian.
Dancing Russian goalie. All right. Well,
yeah, buddy.
Good evening, everybody. And it's not Tuesday night. Once again, I have to make sure that you don't get all screwed up with the scheduling.
It's definitely not even Wednesday. It's definitely not even Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's Thursday night.
Thursday. Right.
It's Thirsty Thursday night. And we're here live at Casa D'Angelo Everything Lightning podcast, season 9, episode number 7, as Hyder puts on his 40-pound rings.
I about dropped one of them.
You almost dropped them.
No, I about dropped one of them. I was like, oh, God.
Why do you have to put 3 on?
I wanted 3 of them on.
You want 3 of them on.
I wanted 3 of them on.
And you're complaining they're too heavy.
Well, I mean, I started to put one on, then all of a sudden the other one kind of started falling off. I wanted to show it off.
He's going to show off his
the Christmas gift.
The Christmas gift from me. So he wants to just take this
and
time.
You need to tell everybody about the what I got you that surprised you. That you didn't think that I could surprise you with.
I was quite surprised with my Christmas present. I told him, I was like, if you're going to get me anything lightning, because I am Mr. Everything Lightning. I have everything lightning in my home. I have everything lightning car. I have everything lightning stuff. I was like, you're taking a chance and you're risking it.
You first told me that you were like, oh, it's like that I have 90%, and then you then you said later on you were like, I have 99%. So you're
yeah. And his 1% just made 100%.
Now you got 100%.
I got 100% everything lightning merchandise in my home. Jerseys, flags. Should I bring up what I got from Woody? Dylan sent me a Christmas present, and guess what it was? It was a Chinese New York Giant garden flag. Number one, I do not have a garden.
That we could have got probably from a thrift store.
Number two, just the flag is a little flag. And it didn't come with the pole to put the thing on the, what do they call that? What is it? It holds the flag together. I don't know. And then you're supposed to put it in the ground, and it's supposed to be a garden flag with a pole. Well, they didn't ship it with a pole. And to top it off, it was coming from China, so it was about 3 days late. I didn't know he got something from China, so that's why it was late. It got here on the 28th, 7th, or 28th. No. Today's 28th, ain't it? Yeah, so I got it yesterday. So I got it 2 days late. Not bad.
No, I think you got it Tuesday, didn't you? I thought you got it Tuesday.
No, Tuesday?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I love the Giants and everything, but, I was telling him, I was like, dude, I love the lightning. Why didn't you just get me a lightning garden flag?
He's got one.
I don't have a garden. He has a garden.
Yeah.
He lives in an RV resort. He has an RV, so he can plant his flag in the garden. But I don't have a garden.
Yeah.
So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. I mean, it's a Giant flag. I love it. It's a Giant. That's my team. That's my football team. It's the Giants. And my baseball team's the Yankees, obviously. I grew up watching them. I grew up watching the Giants. Been a fan of them all my life on both teams. I've been a Lightning fan since their start in 1992. Before that, I was an Islander fan. So that rules that. Okay, Hyder, show everybody your Christmas present. That is a 2004, right there, 2004. And then you have 20 and 2021 back to back. So now Hyder has everything I have. As far as rings go, actually I have another duplicate set though.
Oh.
So I have 2 sets of championship rings. But he loved his present.
Oh yeah, I did.
And I loved mine. I have a lightning banner that I don't have. So he did find something that I didn't have.
And I got you a AEW shirt. Acclaim
Every
Wednesday.
AEW Acclaim on Wednesday nights. AEW, as everybody knows, in case you're a WWE fan like me, AEW is the competition.
So he just now got his first AEW t-shirt.
Just now, I just got my first AEW. Scissor me, daddy! That's what the shirt should have said.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was the only one that they made was the Scissor Me Daddy shirt.
No, they had that one. I think that one came out first. So that's why I was like, I kind of felt like that one was probably a little bit better because like I was trying to get you that other one, but I was like, no, I want to get you the Acclaimed every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Technically, it is All Elite Wrestling, but it's Acclaimed every Wednesday.
There you go. All right, so we're done with talking about Christmas, which, the lasagna came out really, really good. So I'm not really officially done yet talking about Christmas. The lasagna came out really, really good. The only problem was, after I enjoyed that most delicious lasagna from Angry Italian, I was sent an email and a text message from Angry Italian Restaurant saying that they are done. They are finished. Their lease is up. So Saturday is the last time that Angry Italian will be in town. So unfortunately, they're closing. So I just lost my favorite restaurant. Boom, just like that. 2 months into my tenure here in Bristol, Tennessee, my favorite restaurant has closed.
Yeah, I forgot to take that off.
Yeah. So, we're going to go.
Sad face. I said sad face on that because like I take it off.
Yeah. So we're going to go to the Angry Italian either tomorrow or Saturday and say goodbye to the the wait staff and the owner and everything like that. The owner's son, I think it is.
Corey said he's watching.
Hi, Corey.
And Jody's watching too.
Hi, Jody. All our regulars.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Corey knew about the Angry Italian closing?
I think so.
Yeah.
A lot of people knew about it because, like,
it was on the news.
Yeah, it was on the news.
Yeah, I mean, that's how popular the place was. We went to dinner tonight. The driver got here late, and that's why we were, like, pressed for time to finish up our food so we would make the broadcast on time. We stopped eating at about, 1:45, something like that. We had to stop eating because, we didn't want to be late for 7 o'clock. So we made it and everything. So Hyder's going to take his home.
Yeah.
And I don't have hardly anything left of mine. Mine's pretty much done.
Yeah.
So let's get on to the business at hand here. This is going to be an emotional type of show. I could tell you right now, it's going to be very direct. We did lose that game last night, 3-2. So we'll go over the highlights and everything of it. But I'm just going to do my rant because, being a hockey fan, as long as I've been a hockey fan, it's the number one sport for me. It's always been hockey number one. It's just terrible. And I was talking to Hyder about this when we were, but while we were waiting for our food to arrive to my place. It's one thing to lose a game. Okay. It's one thing to lose a game. It's another thing if you lose it because the referees aided the competition in every way last night. There was.
I will invite Corey.
What's that?
Corey wants an invite.
Corey wants an invite?
Yeah, I'll send one.
Yeah, bring him in.
Gotcha, Corey.
Come on down, Corey. What an absolute nightmare. Corey picked a good time to come on because I was close to doing my rant. So we'll go over the stats and everything of the game and everything. And then, I'm going to let everybody know how I feel about the refs and how they didn't do their job last night. And they were very, very beyond awful. And it just seems like every game they just get worse. And every game they have it in for the Lightning. And there's no question in my mind that they are so absolute biased against Tampa.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. It's like a handicap match.
It is. And I think you described it as it's the Tampa Bay Lightning against the competition and the refs.
It's like it'd be different. One thing, it's like if we lost to a one-on-one team versus team, but but it's different if we're losing to team versus team and the refs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah,
that's not even right.
It's really bad, folks. I mean, let's get to the stats here. I'm sure Corey's going to be coming on here in a little bit. Okay. First period at 4:16 in the first, they scored 1-0. That's how the period ended, 1-0. Second period, Reinhart scored at 1:24 of the second period, and we were down 2-0. And we were shooting on goal. I mean, we were in the game the whole game. It's just that Bobrovsky was just unbelievable on goal. I mean, he was.
Someone said, "What do y'all say to a fan who says it was not the refs' fault we lost?" That's what somebody said on here. It was a Facebook user. I can't really say who it was.
Okay, Facebook user.
I can't really see who it was.
I haven't.
Jody, I think it was.
Jody. It was Jody. Okay.
Jody?
Yeah, right before I got on there, it was Jody.
Okay.
Okay, Jody is in with me on this. Okay, the referees suck. Okay, plain and simple. They're biased. They're incompetent. I mean, I'm just beginning to go off on these guys. They are a bunch of. I don't know what to compare them to. I mean, in my generation, when I was growing up, yeah, I'm old. Little rascals, okay? Or maybe what are they? Mo, Larry, and Curly and the family. I mean, they don't know how to do their job correctly, and they're biased against Tampa Bay. And whoever don't agree with me or disagree, the facts are the facts. The referees hate Tampa Bay, and they call everything on us. Pure and simple.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you another thing, and I know the Big C will agree with me on this one. The NFL refs.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Didn't we have a little problem this past weekend with the NFL refs?
Oh, God.
If I'm not mistaken, there was.
Yeah.
And then, that year, they had the strike, and they had to bring in the outsiders. I mean, it's getting back. Nobody wants to do the job anymore.
Yeah. I mean, who is training these refs? Whether it's football or it's NHL, who the hell is training these refs? Okay, I'm gonna compare it to. I know my voice is a little high right now, but You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say this. When I lived in Florida, okay, a driver's test in Florida is drive around the building. Okay, you pass. Here you go. You can drive your car now. What? You're 100 years old? Oh, good. You qualify. Not only do you get AARP, but now you get your license for driving a perfect circle around the DMV building. You might as well go to Bristol on Bristol Motor Speedway and drive around that.
Yeah. I do want to bring up about the football thing.
Oh, you wanted to say something.
I wanted to say that's why I was putting up about that. I was like, I wanted to say something about that. I was like, because that during the Ravens 49ers game.
Oh,
the ref tripping Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and then he ended up getting penalized for it.
Yes.
I was like, what a load of crap.
Say it.
A load of shit for that.
That's the only person that stopped Lamar Jackson that night.
No, that's the only one to stop him. No one else was going to.
Yeah. But you remember the year of the Seattle and Green Bay, the simultaneous catch in the end zone? That's what the refs remind me of.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget the offsides call with Pat Mahomes.
But I've been watching bowl games all day, and the college refs I think they're quite a bit better than everybody else.
Well, then get the college ones in. Get the college ones in instead of these boneheads that can't see. They're blind. They're deaf. They are the ref.
Yeah.
I mean, horrible, man. I mean, this has gotten out of control.
It is.
And that's why I compare it to Florida and the anti-drivers in Florida that are the absolute worst drivers in America because they don't know how to drive and they get their license out of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah.
I mean, really, who's training these NFL refs?
I have an answer to that.
NHL.
You know the guy in the MLB, what's his name? The guy that gets behind the plate, is it it's Bucky something. He's a African American umpire. He's real old. He does behind the plate. And I can't think of his name. I think it's Bucky.
Don't know.
But I think it's him. Because he has that weird strike zone.
So now you might as well say that the major league umpires are just a little different than the NHL refs and the NFL refs. But it's just horrible. It's horrible. And like I said, it's one thing if the Lightning would have won that game, but we will never know.
Yeah.
If the Lightning could have won that game because the referees were so biased and so crooked and taking payroll from Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I've umpired and I've reffed in my younger years. It's a hard job, and I know you can't get all the calls right, but it's like they don't even study anymore. They're just throwing them out there.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our guys, got his headgear ripped off. That's a penalty.
Yep. And it was a no call.
No call. And then, what was it, Sorelli? That got a tripping call. And the play before that, he got rammed into the boards on a cross check, and they never called it.
Yep. And I felt like the Lightning had the momentum, getting some momentum going, and then it's like after that game, you could see like their confidence was down
because they felt like
they were robbed. They got robbed.
Yeah, the odds were against them. The referees, the bonehead referees, weren't calling anything on Florida and everything on us, and that's hurting the NHL.
And it was it a home game?
Yeah, it was our home game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fans were letting them have it.
No.
Yeah. And that's probably part of the reason nobody wants to do it. But you got to remember, they make a lot of money doing this. I mean, they're also lawyers in their off time or whatever they do on their own time. But you gotta think they're making a lot of money. They need to get these calls right. You don't want the refs determine the outcome of the game. I cannot stand that.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
It's just like the NFL, they're
thing.
determining the outcomes, and that's why everybody thinks everything is rigged anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they're onto it now. They're onto it because there is some kind of a valid fight that the NFL is rigged.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
it's making its way into the other leagues. Hockey, soccer, baseball.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
How do you know who the real, better team is when you got the referees assisting on one particular team? And Bettman is a loser, and he should be terminated immediately for allowing this to happen. He worships his referees.
I feel like there's only a few good crews in any league anymore. Of the refereeing groups, I feel like there's a small group. There used to be a little larger group, and I think it's getting smaller and smaller. And for long, you're going to have people right out of high school reffing your games, probably.
Yeah, well, they were talking about robots.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a baseball thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to go. They're experimenting in some of the minor leagues, but I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's hard to be a sports fan.
Yeah.
It really is.
I've been going through 2 decades of crap in Washington, and it just you can see it carrying over into all the sports now. It's like, I'm sure. The Washington and Giants, they both got their Super Bowls, but the Giants you're in the same miserable hell that I'm in over and over.
Yep, it's been
4 or 5 wins.
Our problem is a quarterback. We have the offense, we have the defense. If we would have had a good quarterback in there, we would have won that game.
Ours has been ownership.
This season's really been bad for the quarterbacks getting injured.
Quarterbacks are getting injured. We lost Daniel Jones.
There has been, if I'm not mistaken, there has been 14 or 15 backup quarterbacks. Not to get off the subject, but this year it's been really bad.
Yeah, it's been bad for quarterbacks this year.
Yeah,
this season at least.
Yeah,
because it goes along with that ref, like you're saying, the ref thing. Only a certain few are getting protected. And it's the high profile.
It's no wonder Thomas Brady retired.
Yeah.
He got out at a good time.
Him and his little butt buddy there.
Who? Gronk?
Gronk.
Well, he got out before that, so.
He retired, and Brady was all depressed and everything, and crying. Plus, Tom Brady cries. And that's why Mahomes has gotten just like Brady. He learned from the baby bitch himself. He learned from Brady how to cry and how to whine and everything. The only problem is with Mahomes, it goes deeper than Brady because you have, like you were saying.
Yeah, and now you got his wife and mommy.
His brother.
Another
brother. His brother is the worst.
Yeah, his brother, like Mahomes.
Is it Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson.
Oh God, he is. They feel like they're entitled. I feel like.
He's disrespectful as hell too.
Money does that to certain people, Hyder.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. That's terrible. That is awful. Well, let's go from baby bitches back to the NHL. Because you know I can't stand Tom Brady. You know I can't stand Tom Brady. I never liked Tom Brady. I was a Giant fan. And we were the only ones that beat him in the Super Bowl. Twice.
Yeah.
I love that stat. We beat Brady. We own Brady, and Brady retired knowing that the Giants, he couldn't beat the Giants, which I love. But we're getting off the NFL, going back to the game. Let's see, I covered the first 2 periods, 2-0. The Lightning were down going into the third period when the best player in the game, Nikita Kucherov, at 29 seconds in the third period, scored his 24th goal of the season. And we got on the board. It's 2-1. So, you know, we had hopes. But, of course, the referees were going to dash those hopes. They're not calling those ridiculous penalties that should have been penalties. But, I'm going to turn the other cheek. I'm not going to watch this. Right in front of them. I'm not going to acknowledge that it's a penalty. Nope, I'm not calling it. We're not calling penalties. They decided that they weren't going to call penalties unless it was on us. The tripping call they called on the Lightning player, of course.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Reinhart scored again, 3-11. It's 3-1. We came back at 3:31 with Mikey Eyssimont, his 6th goal of the season. 3-2 was the final score, and unfortunately, we got the loss. And that's really what sucks, is that, you know, we had so many opportunities, and Bobrovsky was on his game. I will give him credit. I mean, he was the better goaltender last night. And we just couldn't get it by him. He was like Vasi, man. I mean, we weren't getting it by him. But the fact
we also didn't help Vasi out either.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's been on the defense this whole season. You know, the D is really affecting the outcome of the games, unfortunately. Sergachev is coming back. They just don't want to rush him. He was on the ice and he was practicing.
No,
they don't want to rush him.
You need to get them healthy at the right time. Is what they once they get them healthy, you know, it'll be their turn. And that's smart not to rush them because I mean a lot can go wrong if you rush, you know, back. I mean even on ice, you know. But I feel like they're going to get healthy during the next few weeks, and like I said, you know, if that I seen it in their eyes last night.
Mm-hmm.
If that confidence if they can get that confidence back up and get their head up, you know, because pretty much robbed. I believe they're going to be all right, but you know, it's hard when they're not getting what they should get all wise. You know, it's hard to go against the refs. I mean,
yeah.
You know, it's bad. You got to beat a tough team like Florida and a damn good goaltender in Bobrovsky. But then you got to overcome the refs and their incompetence.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like they're playing double, and it's I don't know. It was just last night in that game they had their confidence going, and then I just noticed that swagger was gone.
Yeah, it was bad. So we're already at our halfway point of the show already. Can you believe that?
You know what I forgot to play?
You can play that. You can play it.
So you want to introduce it?
Yeah, why not? Let me introduce it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we think of the NHL refs, all in a song.
Well, just in 3 seconds.
Play it again.
This is #1 bullshit.
Nah.
One more.
Yes.
This is #1 bullshit.
You got to bring that back for the background from now on. You know, when
I used to
you have a little segment called Joe's Rant
I can't find the
and
song.
play that. You know, Joe's Rant's coming on. I love it.
Joe's Rant's coming on, and the volume's going up. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn refs.
Yeah.
The mad Italian. Unfortunately, the angry Italian will no longer exist on Sunday. So
Yeah.
I won't be able to go to my favorite restaurant here in Tennessee. But the mad Italian will open his own Italian restaurant. How about that?
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
That would be a good idea.
Hopefully they won't be closed too long.
Well, there's a lot of rumors going around that they're opening something. They just haven't said what they're opening.
Yeah. Well, feel like they might do a makeover with Blue Circle.
Yeah, they
'Cause
said something about
they
that.
bought Blue Circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that they bought Blue Circle, but
Yeah, they brought that for the sour beers. So hopefully it won't be gone long.
Yeah, but do you see it becoming an Italian restaurant in there?
No, I feel like they might do a few things, like maybe add some subs or something. I could see them doing something like that, like the Parmesan sub. But
So not only did we get shanked out of that win last night from the NHL refs and their incompetency, but we lost the angry Italian effective Saturday night after they closed. They're going to be gone. I call it #1 bullshit. #1 bullshit.
yeah.
All right, let's get going with the sponsor list. The great mysterious Hydro with the sponsor list is sponsored by. Well, we got lots of sponsors.
We got sponsors.
We got sponsors in Bristol, Tennessee. We got sponsors all over Florida, and pretty soon we'll have sponsors all over Tennessee. Hopefully, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
takes a little time.
It takes time. I mean, you've only been here what?
I've been here. This is my third month.
Yeah, or you're working on your third month.
Huh?
You're working on your third month. You're going into your third month.
Yeah, I'm going into the third month.
Sponsor list: Our Place Dunedin and Clearwater. Brenda's on the Causeway, Dunedin. Ozona Pig, Palm Harbor. Eddie's Dunedin. Hurricane Eddie's Dunedin. Snappers Comedy Club, Palm Harbor. Country Boy Dunedin. Massage and Skincare Solutions, Clearwater.
Which is something that I
need to go. I need to go back to Clearwater and have one.
He's going to get on a plane and fly to Florida.
Bye, y'all.
Just for that reason.
And then come back.
And then come back after he gets his massage. He'll come back.
Straight back.
Straight back. He's going to get on the plane. He's going to get there in an hour and a half. No delays this time. It's just going to be one straight
Let me
trip.
just tell you, I'm just going to get on my private jet.
Oh, he's going to get on his private jet. I didn't know. He held that secret from me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes the fantasy.
Mason Dixon Christmas Wish Q105 radio station, 104.7 FM, St. Pete. Centoro Pizzeria,
Santoro's! My favorite place in Tampa. They're pretty damn good.
Tampa. Spaghetti about it. Food trucks, Spring Hill.
Forget about it.
I got the shirt on.
I got the shirt on. It's
It doesn't look like it. Well, you can kind of see it.
Can you see it?
Well, yeah, there it is.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Gulf Coast Nutrition, Palm Harbor. Cafe Connection, Spring Hill. Gators Dockside, Spring Hill. Mad Greek, Bristol.
Ah,
J&K Crafts, Bristol. And this video is sponsored by StreamYard.com. Because without StreamYard, we couldn't do this. Well, we could.
well,
technically,
we
but
could.
But we couldn't stream it all over the place.
I mean, I'm paying for this StreamYard, but it's worth it to me because it's a good forum for us, and I like it. It's worth it.
Oh, Jody's asking, where's Miss Molly and Oreo?
They're both sleeping.
They're being lazy.
They are sleeping. Oreo is on the. Where's Oreo on your chair?
Probably.
And Miss Molly's in the bedroom with the sheets over her because she's cold. She sleeps under the covers. So that's where Molly, and we usually have them on, but they just are being unsociable tonight. So, all right. So let's get to the standings right now. Atlantic Conference, of course. Boston Bruins have played 33 games. They are 20-7. They have 46 points and lead the division. Florida Panthers, thank you to the refs for their assistance in their win last night.
Yeah.
Have played 34 games, have won 20 and 12 losses. So they are 42 points. So they're 4 points out of first. They shouldn't be. Toronto is in third place with 32 games played, 17-9 record with 40 points. And because we got ripped off and didn't get those added 2 points, Tampa Bay has played 36 games. They're 17-14 with only 39 points. We would have had 41 if we would have won. Detroit got 35 games played. They're 17-14 with 39 points. They're only 1 point behind us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's scary. So right now we're currently in fourth with Detroit in fifth place, only 1 point behind us.
Red
Montreal,
Wings are coming on hot. Wow.
watch this. Montreal has 33 games played. They're 15-13, but they got 35 points. So they're only 1 point out of catching Detroit, who has 36.
Oh, wow.
And Tampa Bay has 39. So the division is 46, 42, 40, 39, 36, 35. Buffalo has 32 points. So they're only 3 points out of catching.
So nobody's running away with it.
Ew. Ottawa is in the basement, 30 games played, 13-17, 26 points. So really, realistically, 6 out of the 7. No, 7 out of the 8 are still in this race.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's a long season.
It's an 82-game season, and these teams are only in the 30s. So we still got quite a ways to go, and anything can happen. JBB could make a significant trade if because I know people were saying, maybe we should get Tyler Johnson because he's available now. Maybe we should go out and, sign some free agents. People, there is such, and this is what burns me up. See, in baseball, there's no salary cap. Okay. Hockey, there is a salary cap.
Yeah.
So
Like the NFL. So,
the Lightning are strapped. So you would have to, JBB would have to, our general manager would have to get rid of a couple of salaries before he brings in somebody new.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is, folks. I mean, we're so spoiled to winning every season. I mean, since 2015, we've had winning teams and, we're so spoiled. And now we're starting to see the after effects of, having to get rid of key players, and they're hard to move contracts. And that's the issue with hockey. So Bobrovsky saves 27 saves, and he was the great wall last night. I'm sorry, but he was definitely better than Vesey last night. Reinhardt had the 2 goals that killed us, and Kucherov had a goal. And Kucherov is a one-man gang for this team. He's just been unbelievable. But if you look at the stats of this game, and you look at them and you say to yourself, what the hell? Florida had 31 shots to our 29. That's close. They had 30 hits to our 25. And penalty minutes, they equally had 12 penalty minutes. But about 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 of them weren't called. And that made the difference, all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
So our revenge time against Florida, we have 2 more games on the agenda, on the schedule against Florida. Game 2 is February 17th. And then game 3 will be March 16th. And those are the last 2 games against Florida. We played them 3 times. So let's go get them 2 wins. And we don't want to lose to the crosstown. That's the last team we want to lose to. And that's why so many of our fans get upset when we lose to Florida. You don't want to lose to Florida. That's the bottom line. So tonight on the schedule, Montreal plays the Hurricanes, Flyers at Canucks, Kings at the Golden Knight Bitches, and the Oilers against the Sharks. So it's a low night of games tonight in the NHL. Again, I know a lot of us were talking about the game last night, and we were a significant amount of blame went to the refs, and deservingly so. That it was blamed on the refs because of their incompetence. Okay, so Sergachev skated on Wednesday, but missed his 3rd consecutive game with a lower battery injury. The injury that he has, it's taken a while to heal, but they're saying that he might be able to get in one of these last 2 games on the homestand before they go on the road trip. Of course, Sean Day was recalled again, the defenseman. They'll probably send him back down now, with Sergachev probably coming back. The other scratches were Bargalet and Day and Sergachev, the 3 scratches. The shorthanded goal that the Lightning gave up was the 3rd allowed this season by the Lightning. I'm sorry, but that's too much. You can't allow shorthanded goals. So somebody was not doing their job. You cannot allow. There's a couple of things that you can't allow, okay? One of them is shorthanded goals. The second one is, without a doubt, turnovers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the turnovers continue. I mean, and again, you have to blame it on the defensive coach, Jeff Bledsoe. You have to blame him on that because, they're supposed to fix this, okay? And the turnovers are still happening.
How long has he been there?
They just put him on.
Bledsoe?
Yeah.
I feel
He's
like
gonna
they
get
need a new scheme or something. It's not working. Whatever he's got going on, it's,
Yeah, the defense is giving up way too much.
I feel like there's a change coming there, or needs to be one coming.
And of course, one of the highlights of the night was Nikita Kucherov scoring his 300th career goal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he had 11
That's
shots.
a hell of a milestone.
It really is, number 300. So
That's a
congratulations.
lot of goals in hockey. If you think about it, that is a lot.
It really is.
that is wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite a feat, and Cooch is just on fire this year, and if he keeps it up, he's gonna definitely earn an award at the end of the year. But I'm sure if it was up to Cooch, he would say, "Just give me a Stanley Cup." So Nikita Kucherov gave Tampa Bay life early in the third period. Nick Perbix circled the back of the net, collected an errant puck, fed it back to Victor Hedman, who quickly snapped a shot on goal. Kucherov was in the slot to knock the rebound in 29 seconds into the third period for goal number 24 of the season, trailing only Austin Matthews for the league lead in goals. It was also the 300th goal of Kucherov's career in his 679th career game. So he's got 300 goals in his 679th career game. If that's not impressive, folks, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Also, he is the 9th active player to hit the mark in fewer than 700 career games. A list that includes teammate Steven Stamkos, 550 played games, Kucherov, Stamkos, Vinny LeCavier, 773 games, and Marty St. Louis, 807 games, are the only players to tally 300 plus goals in a Lightning uniform.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are some pretty impressive records right there. Pretty impressive. Well, the Lightning had won 3 consecutive games coming into last night. They just could not beat the factors of highway robbery. They call it highway bobbery because Bob was like on his game last night. He was robbing everybody of shots. So I'm not just blaming the referees. I mean, a lot of it goes to the referees for not calling those. But
you gotta put some of it on the defense.
Yes, defense too. Yep. Bobrovsky was the difference for the final 18 minutes of the game, just as he had done in the first period. The Florida netminder was sharp. He stopped Braden Point on a breakaway with a spectacular stop that should have ended the score. That should have tied the score. Braden Point had that shot, and Bobrovsky came up with it incredibly. It's like, how the hell did he get it? Unbelievable, man. It just kills me when I watch that highlight reel and Bobrovsky just picked it out of nowhere and stopped it. So what are you going to do? So now it doesn't get any easier for us. Now this is hard for me to admit. Then again, we are still early in the season, so the Rangers could fall apart. I'm not saying if they're going to fall apart or not. They have a very good team this year. Everybody knows I don't like the Rangers, but they do have a pretty damn good team. So, we're going to have to be at our best to beat this team. I'm telling you right now. So Saturday night, the Rangers are 24-8-1 with 49 points. We are 17-14-5 with 39 points. The game is here at Amalie, and it starts at 7 p.m. All I can say is we have to go out there and kick some butt. And we need to play as good as we can possibly play to stop the Rangers from winning that game.
Yep.
And then if that's not hard enough, we have the next night back to back. We have the Canadiens. Now that's a doable game. I really feel that we can beat them. I really feel that we can beat them. But the Rangers are a damn good team. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but they are. So that's where we're at. Canadians are 15-13-5 with 35 points. Not that much better are we when we look at our record of 17-14-5 with 39 points. You know, we got to step it up, and that's why, you know, rumblings are happening about JBB possibly, you know, making a deal or two, bring somebody in to try to, you know, fire us up and get us going. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to add to the show? Anything that comes to mind other than the fraudulent referees?
Just referees need to stay out of our way.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much it.
it's the bottom line. I mean, we gotta do something here. If it wasn't for them referees and their bad calls, we would have won our fourth in a row and going into the game Saturday against the Rangers with total momentum.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what sucks. It really sucks. But anyway, we've reached the point where we're going to do our final thoughts, and we're going to ask the Big C, what you got thinking about this weekend? What's going on in your head? Your final thoughts tonight?
Well, it's going to be tough against the Rangers, but if they step it up on defense, I feel like they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And just don't let the refs get you down. You got to overcome that. Let's see how they do with a little bit of adversity.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're a really good home team, and we're really not good on the road. That's why these home games are so important.
Yeah.
They are so important for us because we have just been so bad on the road that, you know, we need to win all our home games or else we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. I don't understand why they're having such a hard time on the road this year. They're usually pretty good on the road.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something deeper or what, but I mean, he hadn't lost the locker room or anything like that, JBB, but you know, I mean, if it keeps going the way it's going, it could eventually, you know. I don't know if there's something deeper. I mean, I'm just saying it could be something deeper. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to see them overcome the adversity. I know they're a good team. Let's beat the Rangers. That'll get their confidence really up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we already seen that we are capable of beating a great team. I mean, we beat the Vegas Golden Bitches.
Yeah, we beat the Stanley Cup champs.
We beat the Stanley Cup champions.
Man,
Yeah. So
that,
I mean,
yeah.
that's confidence right there.
Let's remember what it felt like to beat the Vegas Golden Bitches and go in and in our house and stop the Rangers from winning, because you know there's going to be a lot of Ranger fans there in our arena. That always happens.
Yeah. For some reason, the Rangers travel pretty well.
Yep. The Ranger fans go all over the place. There's going to be a lot of Ranger jerseys, especially since they're good this year for the first time.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the last time the Rangers were actually relevant. This year, so far they've been relevant.
Yeah. Last thing, NHL, get better refs. I'm calling them out.
That's I can't agree more. That's why I raised my voice to a whole new level because I'm tired of this. I do not want to see this. The Lightning are getting screwed. Plain and simple. They're getting screwed, and Bettman's not doing nothing about it but worshiping the refs, saying that they are the greatest referees. We make sure we have nothing but the best referees. Horse crap. Hyder, your final thoughts.
Oh, hang on a minute.
He's got to think about what his final
This
thoughts.
is number one bullshit.
Number one bullshit. Okay.
that was one of my final thoughts.
That was one of his final thoughts.
There you go.
How fitting.
I wish I could find that song. I wish I could really find that one song.
It's on. You gotta figure it out.
I can't. What? It probably got deleted.
I don't.
A lot of things get. I mean, it's been like what, 3 years?
I don't know, but there's got to be another one. There's got to be another one.
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna have to go deep sea fishing.
no, I really don't feel like going deep sea fishing. Oh my god, I really don't. I get lazy after a while.
It could have been worse though. I mean, last night's loss could have been worse. I mean, we had a worse night at Nashville.
Yeah, you don't want me to start playing that one song now, do you?
That was terrible. Damn you, Tim McGraw. Every time the Nashville Predators scored a goal, that rotten, filthy, stinking song came on every damn time they scored a goal. I was getting so pissed off.
I was going to see if I could find.
I mean, I give him credit, man. He married Faith Hill. I mean, that's the only thing good about Tim McGraw. He married Faith Hill. She's beautiful and she's a very talented singer. But
Yeah,
that song sucks. But
I got it.
oh, do you? You dare play that song? I don't hear it.
I'm not playing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to play it.
Because he doesn't want to hear it.
No,
You
not
heard it.
really.
You heard
No, because I heard it enough.
it. Yeah.
I heard it enough too for one lifetime.
How does it go? I love it.
No, it's like I like it. I love it. I'm not even going to pronounce the rest of it.
There was too much of it.
There really was too much of it. I like it. I love it. And there was too much of it.
What a nightmare in Nashville. And then we got
And the bad part about it was whenever you said, I swear to God, if that song comes back on, and then they score another goal.
it just kept on.
I was like, come on, really?
that,
I was like, you had to jinx us.
that next door twink kept on getting up and going like this.
Yeah, and his girlfriend was like,
His
oh
girlfriend
my,
was
oh
like,
my
oh my
God.
God, I'm so embarrassed. Because my horse's ass boyfriend is making a fool out of himself doing a jiggly wiggly whenever they scored that goal. Every damn goal, he got up and he started rubbing it in. And then they said, you suck. You suck. Whatever that song
Like,
was.
yeah, it's like, boom, you suck.
Boom,
Boom, you suck. And then they were like, yeet. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, what the hell?
And then on top of that, Big C, we get food poisoning from the shitty burger that we had.
Well, I think you got more of the food poisoning. I just kept on like getting the shits.
I only had,
I got the shits.
I had a small little piece of that burger, and I was like, "This burger sucks. I'm not eating any more of it." Hyder ate
I
the whole
thought
burger.
that burger could have been a little bit better if I would have got mayonnaise on there.
That was a horrible burger, dude.
Oh wow.
Better.
The way they're making these burgers, they're
But
not real
that
burgers.
that burger was expensive. That burger.
What'd you do? Eat at the game?
No,
No.
it was. Oh no.
Oh.
No, that hot dog was better. The
Yeah,
hot dog was
the
better.
hot dog was better inside the arena.
Ah,
What was that? A $10 $10 hot dog?
jeez.
No, that was like a $5 one. I mean, the freaking burger was more than that.
Yeah, the burger was more than that.
It was like close to $10 for that burger. And it was like a little burger, and it was like one of those burgers that looked like you get from like
It was terrible.
it was like the same size as like a McDouble.
Wow.
It was dope. Oh,
I was like, oh.
but he ate the whole thing, didn't he?
I only got the shits.
Well, I got sick. Ugh. It was terrible.
You got sick the next day.
I got
Or
sick the
like,
next day for 4 days.
Yeah.
I was on Montezuma two-step. That was bad. Anyway, that's the show tonight. I'm sorry that the referee screwed us and we got the loss, but we can make up for it and win Saturday. And then Tuesday's show is going to be really, really on fire because we got to review the Ranger game and the next game after the night after the Montreal game. So we're going to be busy. That's going to be a busy show on Tuesday. So,
Yeah.
but
We're
I guess
pretty much in the new year too.
it will because Monday is New Year's Day.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're bringing the new year.
We'll be, we'll already be in the 2024. So, all right, guys. Well, what can I say? I wish we could have gotten a better result. Wish we could have won, but this is what's happening. The NHL is collapsing in front of us with these damn referees. So let's go Bolts. Let's take the weekend sweep, and we'll see you on New Year's 2024 on Tuesday night at 7:00 next week. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend coming up. There's Vassy getting fondled. Again, he's fondling that Vassy.
I like that.
Apparently,
I like it.
too much.
Bessie.
I like it.
Well, I got it now. I ended up getting another one for Christmas, and my dad really didn't know that I had another one. I already had one.
Oh,
So
So he ended up getting me another one. So then I told Faith that if I got another one of these, I'll take him out of the box.
there you go.
Yeah. So he's
Desk ornaments for your podcast.
do what?
Desk ornaments for your podcast. Y'all's podcast.
He's for the room. He's pretty much for the room. I'm bringing my other one back home because, like, he's that way. The other one's back at the home. So
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of stuff here. We don't just have lightning stuff in this room.
yeah, we got
There's quite a bit of stuff for a small 10 by 10 room. This room is packed, and I just put a refrigerator in there. My lightning blue refrigerator full of water. So I don't have to get up and walk all the way to the kitchen. No, I just have my freezer right here by my side, and I can grab a water, whatever I want, because I talk too much and my voice starts crackling, so I have to get water.
Yeah, just put that one sign up. That one up. The Baltimore one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just got it.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
got
above
something
Ric Flair. Above Ric Flair.
above Ric Flair. There's a Ravens thing going on.
Ah,
But you know what? I can brag about this all I want, and I make sure that I let the Ravens fans. I got to remind the Ravens fans of one fact here. Ravens fans, you're beating up on everybody in the NFC, right? You're beating everybody, right? They got one loss. against-
Giants.
That's right. My team.
yep.
My team.
Yeah.
My team. So much for your great quarterback. He couldn't beat the Giants, just like Brady, bitch, couldn't beat the Giants. And I can keep that, even though my team sucks,
But
I can keep that.
that's
to heart.
back when Danny Jones was playing.
Yep. Yep, that was when Daniel Jones was playing. That was 2 quarterbacks ago.
Yeah. You sound like me with quarterbacks now.
Yeah, well, the great Eli Manning is retired, so We can't
Yeah.
call up and say, Eli, come back. You know, come back. Do the Titanic. Eli, come back. Come back. No, Eli's not
Yeah.
coming back. He's done. So just like we're done. So Happy New Year, everybody. Have a great, safe weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday night
In the new year.
in the new year, 2024. Good night, everybody. And referees.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Ah, crap.
Close it out with the anthem.
Yeah, it went to something else. Where's it at? There it is.
Listen to me, Daddy.
There it was. Did you hear it?
Number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit.
I was doing the acclaimed scissory.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear your AEW shirt? Your
I wore my AEW, yeah, my Scissor Me Deity shirt. I don't have that one. I got the AEW. That's all I got is the AEW shirt.
Yeah.
My very first one.
You're part of the AEW family now.
I am part of the AEW family now too. So,
Mhm.
Are we still on the air?
Yep, we are.
Why didn't you play the song?
Yeah.
Happy New Year, 2024!
2024, here we come.